Welcome to Providence Public Library's video series supported by AskRI.org. My name is Shane Scher. I'm their computer teacher. Today we're going to look at Facebook's privacy functions. Right now I have Facebook pulled up in front of us, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click at the top right hand corner. At the top right you'll see my name right there, and then it says Home. Okay, and if you click on the little triangle right next to it, you will see it says Privacy Settings. Now, privacy settings are extremely important to go in, make changes to, especially because of all the problems that can really come up because of this. Now, what we're going to do at this point is we're going to come in here, and we can make certain adjustments. For example, how do we connect and how people see everything that we post. So if I go ahead and click Edit Settings right here, you can see your timeline by name. Okay. Now, it comes down to this. You have to make certain decisions for yourself of how much you're comfortable sharing, whether it's a great deal, everything that you're talking about, which I don't really recommend, or more specific things. In this case, you have the timeline. Now, the timeline is sort of your entire history of while you've been on Facebook. Now, who can look it up? In this case, friends. But we can always make changes to it. And if you said, no, I want more and more people to be able to see it, we could go all the way to everyone if we wanted to. Things like who can look up using the email address or phone number, again, you can leave it as friends. Who can send friend requests? I personally always do everyone. And who can send you Facebook messages? I don't really see the harm in cutting it down, in opening it up to everybody. Because this way now I can receive a message from anyone even if I'm not their friend. So essentially these are my choices as far as how others connect and how I connect to them. You're welcome to change those or not, but let's take a look at a few others. Timeline and tagging. Now this is a pretty important one. We're going to again click Edit Settings. Okay. Now it depends on your Facebook. If, let's say, your Facebook is more designed to, say, get you a job or to just share with friends. It's really, again, it's about you and how you're viewing this. So in this case, who can post on your timeline? Well, right now it's friends, but you could change it to no one. And that might be a good idea. Let's say that you're friends with a lot of your old college buddies, and they're posting old pics of you, drinking and doing something stupid, let's say. You might not want to have that available for everyone to see. So I could change it to no one if I wanted to. Who can see other posts on their timeline? Again, I can change that. I can widen up, or I can really change it down. I can even make a custom list if I really need to. This one here is a really interesting one, and a lot of people tend to overlook it, and it's review post friends tag before they appear on your timeline. So let's say that I find this, great old picture of you, and, you're doing something just incredibly funny and dumb. It's just a great picture. Well, I post that, and it immediately goes on your timeline, and it's tagged with you, so therefore now everyone can see it. That may not be a good thing. So what you want to do in this case is maybe turn this on, and this is going to give you now a choice. Be able to say, well, I'm not going to allow that to be tagged, or I am, but either way, you get to moderate the choice before it actually comes up. Some of the other ones down here, who can see posts you've been tagged in. So let's say that you did want it to anyone to be able to tag you, but you didn't want to have to moderate the whole thing. You can make it so only friends or certain specific lists can see it. So again, that kind of an either or choice on your part. You tags friends, add to your own post on Facebook. I just leave that off personally, but it's up to you. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit done. We're going to go back down to here. Now, the apps, ads area, the advertisements, this is one I generally like to change anybody. And one of the major reasons is right here, apps specifically that you can choose. Now, over time, a lot of us have given access to many different applications. We said, oh, hey, let's register for this, and that's cool. And then you realize, that wasn't really that great of an application. Well, I can go in and I can edit my settings, and it might be a really good idea to do this maybe once every couple of months. I find ones in here and I go, really? I I allowed that access to my sort of stuff, and really all I have to do is come over here and I can click remove, or I can edit what they can do. Once I hit remove, it just kills all it. I probably should have deleted the app activity as well, but in this case I didn't. In this case I can go back. Okay, and we're back up here. Now, there is another one that I really like to get to. That's down here, and that says ads. Manage settings for third-party and social ads. Now, I do really suggest you do this one. So, what you can do is down here, it says ads and friends, and ads shown by third parties. I personally like to go in here, and if we allow this in the future, show my information to no one. Now, why is this important? Well, Facebook used to have a policy where they would allow you to go, where they could go through your pictures, find a picture they found appropriate, and use it for any advertisement. This led to kind of funny stories such as a man going through his Facebook, seeing an advertisement for, hot singles in the area, that sort of thing, and it turns out they had actually pulled a picture of his fiancée from her profile. In this case, by choosing no one gets to see any of those advertisements. Therefore, they don't get to have any of those kind of weird embarrassments. I probably would do the same thing down to edit social ads as well, and choose no one there as well, and then do save changes. Again, going back, we're going to go all the way down. Lastly, when it comes to privacy, I would probably also limit the audience for past posts. Now, I personally don't, because frankly, I'm happy to have all my information kind of out there. I just rather like it for my friends. I like having all my information available to my friends. That's why I don't limit the audience for past posts. But if I were, let's say, applying for a job, or I was really trying to kind of create a certain image of my Facebook, and I hadn't really done so to that point, I would probably go in here, manage past post visibility, and I would probably limit the amount of old posts you can do. Now, what that means is when I go to your timeline, I can only go back in your timeline, or back into the past, if you will, to a certain degree. This means that all those pictures, let's say that you're, a 20-year-old and you've been using Facebook for quite a while, all those high school pictures or other such things, those have been limited, and so the exposure is kind of pushed down quite a bit. I hope this has helped for everybody. I would definitely make these changes, and I would definitely review the apps and websites that you've given control, or access, I should say, to your account. I would really think about doing that every 2 months or so, because it is funny how much you suddenly in your average day you go, well, yeah, sure, I just want to go ahead and get access, go for it. So in this case, I'd say go through and really clean the heck out of it. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you for viewing this video. My name is Shane Scher, and again, this has been brought to you by Providence Public Library and AskRI.org.